Hello everyone, I hope all of you are fine. So let us start with the same exercise 3.5 with question number 2. As we have done question number 1, we have learned cross multiplication method. Starting with question number 2, for the values, we have to find the values of A and B so that the following pair of linear equation have infinite number of solutions. So this comes exercise 3.2 where we have learned this. Infinite number of solution means a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2 and c1 upon c2 will be equal to each other, and with the help of that equation we'll be able to find out the value of a and b from the equation. So starting with question number 2, it's easy, just write both the equations. 2x plus 3y minus 7 is equal to 0. So I have written it minus 7. Then this a minus b x plus a plus by minus, because this full will come here, then because of that I am writing minus, and signs inside I am writing same, because I have written these all three terms are showing us a constant term. The way 7 is written here, in the same way 3a plus b minus 2 is a constant term. So this full together I have considered, and this I have shifted to left side. That's why I have written here minus sign. But here I have written a bracket, but here I have made a bracket. It means whenever I'll open the bracket, the sign of all the terms will get changed. Okay, so these are the two equations which are given. Since given equations have infinitely many solutions, therefore, or you can say accordingly, a1 upon a2 and b1 upon b2 and c1 upon c2 are equal to each other. So with this we can write a1 is a minus b, a1 is, sorry, a1 is not a minus b, it is 2. So 2 upon what is a2, a2 is a minus b, is equal to b1 is 3 and b2 is a plus b, is equal to c1 is minus 7 and this is c2 here, and c2 is minus then 3a plus b minus 2, where this minus and minus cancels out. Okay, with the help of this you can let any of the two equations equal to each other. So I am writing in the first case the first and second equal, and this side I am writing the second and third equal to each other. As they all are equal, so we have to make two different equations. So let us make. Okay, after this cross multiply it, cross multiplication 3a minus 3b is equal to 2a plus 2b. Then bring this a term this side and take this b term this side. This is a is equal to 5b. Let it be equation 1. And cross multiplication 7a plus 7b, 7 multiplied by this side, 7a plus 7b is equal to 9a plus 3b minus 6. Again bringing the a term here and taking the b term. Let me tell you clearly that these are b and this is 6, this is b and this is also b, and this is 6 here. So 3b then 7b this side, and here we have already 6. So it is minus 2a is equals to minus 4b minus 6. Okay, then we can write here from equation 1. From equation 1 we got that a is 5b, so in place of a we can write 5b is equal to minus 4b minus 6. So it is minus 10b. Bring this 4b this side, plus 4b is equal to minus 6. So it is minus 6b is equal to minus 6. Then 6 is equal to 1, because this and this and this and this cancels out. Okay, so b is equal to 1. So a, how we can calculate a, since a is equal to 5b. So A will be equal to 5 into 1. So A is equals to 5. So these are the two values which we have took out with the help of the given things in the question. I hope this is clear. So we'll move now to the next part, that is second part. Find the value of k. So the pair of linear equation has no solution. For being no solution, we know that the ratios, two ratios are equal and the third is not equal. For example, a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2, but it is not equal to c1 upon c2. So let us write this equation here. The second part, right here. Second part, 3x plus y is equal to 1. We can write here minus 1 equal to 0. Then, as I am writing always know in standard form, 2k minus 1x plus k minus 1y then equals to 2k plus 1. Bring this side, keep this in bracket only. This is the best way to write. Okay, do not change the sign, just bring it here, it will become negative, and the same bracket, same things inside. Okay, so since equation, or we can write pair of equation has pair of equations has no solution, uh, no solution, therefore a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 is not equal to c1 upon c2. Now put all the values. A1 3 upon 2k minus 1 is equal to 1 upon k minus 1 is not equal to minus 1 upon minus 2k plus 1. Cancels out. The first two are equal as it is written here. So we'll write 3 upon 2k minus 1 is equals to, these are fixed, that first two you will be writing equal to each other, and the last two are not equal. So let us write here 1 upon k minus 1 is not equals to 1 upon 2k plus 1. Okay, so solving this side, cross multiplication, 3k minus 3 is equals to 2k minus 1. Bring this 2k this side, 3k minus 2k is equal to minus 1 plus 3. So k is equals to 2. Okay, with this let us solve this side. 2k plus 1 is not equals to k minus 1. Bring this k this side, 2k minus k is not equals to minus 1, then this minus 1. So k does not equals to minus 2. So it is very clear that k is equals to 2, k is not equals to minus 2. So the final answer is k equals to 2. And this is giving us assurance that k is only equals to 2, it can't be equal to the negative of 2. Okay, so this is also over. So let us move on to question number fourth. From the third I have given you for homework, that you have to solve by substitution cross multiplication method. I hope you have done that. Question number 4. From the pair of linear equation in the following problems, find their solutions if they exist by any algebraic method. That is your choice if you want to use substitution, elimination, or cross multiplication. This is up to you. So I'll always suggest you to go by elimination. That is the quickest and the easiest method to follow on. So from the pair of linear, let us read out these problems. The first part, we can, question number 4, first part. A part of monthly hostel charges is fixed. What is written? A part of monthly hostel charges is fixed. Okay, and the remaining depends on the number of days, and the remaining charges depends on the number of days one has taken food in the class, in the mess. Okay, So a monthly charge is fixed and remaining charges depends on the number of days you have eaten food in the mess. So when a student A takes food for 20 days, he has to pay 1000 in hostel charge. Whereas student B who takes food for 26 days, he has to pay 1180 rupees, 1180 rupees as hostel charges. Find the fixed charge and the cost of food per day. So let us write here, let fixed charge be rupee X and charge per day be rupee Y. So according to question case 1, what is the case 1? That student A takes food for 20 days. Okay, first of all, we have to write here the fixed charge. Fixed charge is X rupees. It is written here, fixed charge everybody has to give. So X rupees everybody has to give. Plus additional charge depends on the number of days one has taken food. So he has taken food for 20 days. So 20 multiplied by charge per day. So 1 day charge is rupees Y and 20 days charge will be 20Y. So equals to he has paid 1000 rupees. So this is first equation. Case 2 again fixed charge, but second student move has taken food for 26 days. So 26 multiplied by charge per day is equal to 1180. This is the second equation. So subtract equation 1 from equation 2. Equation 2 is this. Let us write this equation 1180, and the first equation is x plus 20y is equal to 1000. Sign change cancels out, and here it is 180 and y is equal to 30. So with the help of this we can take out the value of x, put the value of y in any of the equation. So let us write here equation 1. Equation 1 is x plus 20y is equal to 1000. Put the value of y here. We will get to know the fixed charge. Whereas 1000 minus this 600. So fixed charge is rupees 400 and charge per day is 30. So you can write at the end fixed charge is rupees 400 and charge per day is rupees 30. I hope you are clear with this. So here the question ends, and this was easier. So moving on to the second part of the same question. Question number 2. A fraction becomes, we have done a question like this earlier. A fraction becomes 1 by 3 if 1 is subtracted from the numerator, and it becomes 1 by 4 if 8 is added to the denominator. Whenever they are talking about a fraction, then fraction includes numerator and denominator both. This is a fraction, numerator upon denominator. So let us go with these statements. So let numerator be, as we don't know regarding numerator and the denominator, numerator x and denominator y. So case 1, if 1 is subtracted from numerator, numerator is x, 1 is subtracted. Okay, and they are not talking about denominator, it means denominator remains same. Then the fraction becomes 1 by 3. Okay, so let us cross multiply it. 3x minus 3 is equal to y. Then 3x, bring this y this side, is equal to 3. Bringing this 3 this side, so it is first equation. So case 2. In case 2, it becomes 1 by 4 if 8 is added to the denominator. It means this time they are saying nothing to do with numerator, but 8 should be added to denominator. If 8 is added to denominator, fraction becomes 1 by 4. Okay, cross multiply it. 4x equals to y plus 8. Bring this y this side. So this is the second equation. So we are adding both equations. Oh, sorry, we are subtracting equation 1 from equation 2. So equation 2 is 4x minus y is equals to 8. Equation 1 is 3x minus y is equals to 3. Why we are subtracting these two equations? Because here the sign is same. We need to change the sign to cancel them. That's cancelled. So here x and here we are left with 5. So x is 5. So we can take out the value of y, put the value of x in equation 1. So from equation 1, 3x minus y is equals to 3. Put the value of x in this, that is 5. 15 minus y is equal to 3. Take this y this side and bring this 3 this side. So y is equal to 12. And x, we have taken out the value of x as 5. Okay, so according to this, the fraction is numerator upon denominator, and numerator we have let x, denominator y, and the value of x is 5 and value of y is 12. So numerator is 5 and denominator is 12 and the fraction is 5 by 12. So this is the answer. Okay, so today we are going to do till here only, till the second part of this question, and rest of the questions we'll do in the next lecture. So the video is going to over now. Homework for you is to do question number 2 and question number 4, first and second part in your notebook of exercise 3.5. Okay, so bye, take care.